What's up guys, Sugar Sean O'Malley. This is me coming clean about my suspension in 2018 and why I stepped away from fighting. I started fighting when I was 16 years old and my goal was to make it to the UFC. I got an opportunity to fight on Dana White's Tuesday nights fights. It was a very new thing. Snoop Dogg was commentating and that's kind of where my story started. Was I went out there and put on a beautiful performance, first round knockout. Snoop Dogg goes crazy, O'Malley, screaming O'Malley like 30 times in a row. I'm coming fresh off this knockout. Now I get to meet Snoop Dogg. I just got, Dana announced Sean O'Malley, welcome to the UFC. Now I'm in the UFC. Right after the Contender Series, Snoop Dogg was posting me.
Sugar. Hey, y'all the next generation. Hey, welcome to the Sugar Show.
I think after I saw my socials go up to 15,000 followers and I was like, this is crazy. I literally felt so famous. I'm like, this is it. My dreams of becoming a UFC fighter, my dreams of becoming famous, of making money is all happening right now. I wanted to stay active, I wanted to get fights. I'm 23 at this point. I'm fairly new to MMA. I'd only been really training MMA since I was 18, so I was fairly new, but I wanted to get fights and I wanted to stay active. My entire amateur career, I was fighting 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year. December 1st, 2017, I make my UFC debut against Terrion Ware. I was the co-main event. It wasn't a big card by any means, but it was a co-main event for my UFC debut. I get my shot, I'm in the UFC. The fight went 3 5-minute rounds. I still to this day am upset it wasn't fight of the night, which was 50,000, which at that time is life-changing money to me. After that fight, I get booked on a pay-per-view. This is a big deal. This is bigger than a co-main event on a fight night. March 3rd, 2018, I fought in December, now it's March, I'm staying active. I'm on a pay-per-view. I'm still on this crazy rocket ship. I go out there, I break my foot.
He hurt his foot. O'Malley hurt his foot or his leg. I understand what Sukumtat's doing here.
His corner.
Big elbow. Joe, spinning elbow.
I literally snapped my foot in half in the 3rd round with 3 minutes left, and I continue to fight. I'm hopping on one foot, I'm throwing punches on one foot. I'm getting to show my heart. At that point, I'd already won the 1st and 2nd round. I knew I just needed to tough it out, get to the end of the fight. I'm laying there on the ground. I win. They announced the fight. I won. Joe Rogan comes over and interviews me.
I fucking love you, Joe Rogan.
Well, I fucking love you too, buddy.
Welcome to the Sugar Show, everybody.
And I'm just like, I can't believe it. I'm on this, I feel like I'm in a movie at this point. Get surgery, a pretty major surgery, a very difficult surgery to come back from. That surgery, the Liz Frank surgery, has actually, put people out, career-ending. So it was a nerve-wracking surgery, but it went good, and I did get $50,000 extra that fight, and thankfully I did. And thankfully I was smart with my money, because after that fight, things took a turn for the worse. I recover, everything's going good. I'm in training camp, sparring's pretty much done. I am, 10 days out roughly from this fight, and I'm in the locker room at the MMA lab about to go spar, which is, I never, before sparring, I don't have my phone on me, I don't look at my phone, and it started ringing, like when I grabbed my phone. Jeff Novinsky, UFC, anti-doping, is calling me. I answer it with no, nothing, like, I wasn't worried about anything, at this point I'm not cheating, I'm not worried for any reason. I'm like, I wonder why Jeff's calling me. Answer the phone. And he says, hey Sean, how's it going? I was like, I'm doing well. And he says, you tested positive for Ostrine. And I didn't know what Ostrine was. I was like, okay, what's that? He said, it's a banned substance, stomach drops to the floor.
You can't fucking believe it. Especially we get all the way through fight camp. We leave next Wednesday. It was a tough fight camp. There was a lot of pain involved, a lot of pushing through, being really severely hurt and ready to fucking go. But this all of a sudden slaps us in the face randomly. Getting ready to spar, I walk into the locker room and I see Sean in tears. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I talk to Jeff Novinsky and it's like, holy shit, are you fucking kidding me?
It feels fake. It doesn't even seem real. I am going to get pulled from this card. And I said, Jeff, this doesn't make sense. Did USADA mix up my test? He said, no, that is not what happened here. You tested very low levels of Ostrine. I remember I got in my slingshot at the time. I bought a slingshot after I was feeling cool. Didn't spar. I drove straight home. Very weird drive home. I was like, it was almost like this. It felt like a dream because it didn't feel real, because in my heart, I knew I didn't take anything. I'm not cheating. I'm not trying to take, I'm 23 years old. Like, I don't feel like I need to even, you know, I'm just like, this doesn't feel real. I go to my house and I'm telling Jeff, I'm reading him these supplements, and he's like, does it say, you know, dietary supplement on it? You know, I look at my protein, I look at all my different stuff. I'm like, yeah, it says dietary supplement. And he said, is it third-party tested? I'm like, I don't know, no. He's like, well, does it say, you know, NSF, informed choice, informed sport? Does it have one of these third-party tested labels on it? And I'm like, no. And he's like, that's the problem. These supplements are not regulated. And it's just anything can be in these supplements.
I was hoping
Sean
he got
O'Malley too. That was unfortunate.
I love Sugar Sean.
He got a tainted supplement.
Yeah.
I mean, it's these new studies or these new tests that they have. They are so fucking extensive. They catch shit that you did years ago.
That's crazy.
And if you took a tainted supplement with something that has zero performance benefit years ago, it can still show up in your system.
You know, my 6-month suspension is coming up, so I book another fight. I was able to book a fight, and this one was against Chito Vera, who you guys are very familiar with. This is a great matchup for me. I'm very excited about this fight. I'm laying in bed. My manager at the time calls me and says, hey man, like, sorry to tell you, you are still testing for Ostrine. Are you tested for Ostrine again? We're gonna have to pull you off this fight. You know, I'll call you later and we'll figure out like what's gonna happen. And this was weeks before I'm supposed to fight Chito. So this happened again. Heart crushed. Literally, was laying in bed, just start crying. I was like, I'm like, I might never fight again. If I continue to test for Ostrine, which I'm not taking, I might never fight again. And at this point, I'm getting accused of, you know, online, on social media, it's like, cheater, steroids, this, that, and I'm just like, that was hard to deal with. I remember watching that fight. It was Chito versus some guy that took a short notice fight. I was sitting there watching that fight, like, man, I should be in there. I would have whooped his ass. I remember I literally text Dana. I would have whooped his ass. I would beat that guy. You know, I have the journals from there. I started journaling in 2017, so I have a bunch of journals, and I still go back and look at them on this day, like meditate, continue to learn, read, listen to good podcasts. In my journal, I was able to kind of like, this isn't how the story ends. It's just, it can't end like that. But then in reality, in my real life, I'm like, it felt like it was ending. I would literally remember laying in bed and there's just nights where I would cry. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, all this was just going so well. And then it was just all a nightmare. Like, I got on and I was like really obsessed with my social media at the time. I was like looking at my Instagram and I had to make a post. Like, it's probably still on there, like it should be. I had to make a post saying, hey guys, like I tested positive for Ostrine, and I swear I'm not taking it. This is, you know, I'm trying to figure this out, and you know, appreciate the support, blah blah blah. But that was a very, very, very difficult post. I posted, put my phone away, and was like, you know, I'm out for 2 years at this point. Every single time I get tested from USADA, still to this day, when USADA comes, or it's the new USADA, whoever it is, comes, I get this sense of anxiety and this panic every time I get tested. But I make it through the suspension, the second one, and now I'm fighting Jose Quinones, who I was supposed to fight, you know, before I got suspended the very first time, March 2020. And it happens to be right before COVID. This is the last arena show before COVID. The Sugar Show 2.0, that's what I was saying, Sugar Show 2.0. We're back, we're gonna be better than ever. I was able to improve a lot in that off time. Even though I did go through 2 surgeries, I was still able to improve a lot. And you know, I was excited to go out there and show the world where I left off. And you know, March, T-Mobile Arena, you know, a massive fight for me.
Tagged him with that right hand, just threw him down. High kick.
O'Malley goes high. Now short uppercut. Tecco covers up. It's a Sugar Show. Lion in color.
I remember going on a walk in this fight camp leading up, and I just had this vivid memory of Joe Rogan interviewing me after I won. Sean, you're back. How do you feel? And I remember in that, you know, looking back, standing in the octagon, Joe Rogan asks me, and like, I remember taking this deep breath, and like I just teared up a little bit, and I was like, oh, wow.
I'm here with the winner, Sean O'Malley. Welcome back. Is this overwhelming for you, man? I know we should tell people you've been off for 2 years. You had to go through all sorts of adversity to get back here into the octagon. How good does this feel?
It's hard to put into words. You can't really put it into words. It feels good.
I know this is a crazy moment for you, so just enjoy it. Congratulations and welcome back. Sean O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen.
I freaking love you, Joe Rogan.
I love you too, buddy.
Fast forward, I got 2 kids, you know, I'm UFC champion. Life is just absolutely wonderful, but still to this day, they come knocking, I pee, I do my blood work, and I still get this anxiety feeling. It's a horrible feeling, but you know, it created this desire and this passion for what is now doing well, which is mandatory third-party testing on all products. Because of everything I went through, I'm now coming out with my own products of Doing Well, made with organic ingredients, no guessing, no anxiety of what's in this product. What it says on the ingredients is what's in the product. You know, coming up, once I started learning about these supplements, it's like I didn't know what supplement brand to go to. I didn't know what was trustworthy, what wasn't, and that's why I wanted to create something that I knew for sure was trustworthy.